Hello everyone, and this is V or Viara, and welcome to this video. This week I was able to play. I was able to play finally. And well, I mainly know not drill because I was drilling because, well, getting disconnected, I couldn't do any build. But this week I did the garden and I did a thing that will be very useful in the garden. So let's see what happened last week. Hello everyone, VoiceOver V. So what happened last week? Last week, well, I finally applied the Farming for Dummies book and the Harvesting 6 books on my different tools I use to farm. It's cool to have that. It's not a very big boost, but it's quite cool to have that early. Then, well, it's a new plot cleaning. You know, you have to clean the plot. It takes about 30 minutes. It's quite long, but you have to do it. I like to do it with the replay. I feel like it's way more comprehensive with like a replay compared to seeing it as a first-person shot that is sped up, but yeah, I quite like it. And yes, I usually start with the grass and the leaves on the ground, then I start to mine the stones, and I finish with the trees, because usually the trees are quite hard to get to, and you have about 20% left when you attack the trees, and it's quite easy to do them because as soon as you start one, as you see, the leaves of the other trees start to decay. So it's quite cool to have that, and you have the feeling that you're finishing it very fast. Then, well, it's finally tiling the slots and creating the best farm. I think it's the best farm for, well, farming in the garden. It's took quite a while, about 20 hours this week, but it's very cool to finally be able to do that. You can see what's left at the end, don't worry. Then, well, it's gift opening session with a random person I found, and well, I was quite lucky. I got 2 snow minions. It's cool. I will have way more diamonds, and well, it's kind of it. Hello everyone, and yes, outro V, kind of. So, here, let's just see the garden over, because here, it's a big block. It looks like a big, ginormous block, but if we look at the garden, it's actually the farms, the no TP farms that will be so useful because, well, I will be able to farm. So what am I doing? I'm doing every farm once to be able to paste them. I don't know if it's actually like the good way to do it, but I hope to be able to fit every farm once in like one slot, and when the slot will be empty, I will just, like, when I will be able to buy everything, just paste the builds and be like, because if I try here, let's do a melon quickly, a melon farm. Here, no, don't trample the crops. Here, F3. And if I go here, 0 or -0, about 33 here. And what? Okay. Here. And right. Why am I going straight? Oh, 0.3. I need a point. Here. And, well, I just destroy every melon and every pumpkin, because it's the same build for pumpkin on the side right here. So I will build this, and well, for the wheat, for the carrots, and for the potatoes, I just have to be here, place myself here, look at here, just be minus 180, and here I just replenish them right away because I have replenished on the axe. So yeah, it's very cool to have that, and I just go to the other side, and when I'm like under there, I just do garden, and well, I can farm another set. So yeah, it's quite cool. Here, can you shush? Thank you. It's quite cool to have that. I will be able to farm so much more. And yeah, I also upgraded a bit the cocoa bean, because if we look at the cocoa beans here, I just have to look up and I don't break these small cocoa beans that will just slow me down. And yes, I'm still too fast. I don't know what's the speed needed, so I will have to farm a lot of pumpkin to have the rancher's boots, I think it is. The rancher's boot, where I can set the speed I want. So yeah, it's quite cool to have that, and finally I improve on the garden. And yes, in fact, the lights are not useful, you don't care about the light, but since I have like a lot, quote unquote, a lot of sea lanterns, and they're not that expensive in the grand scheme of things, well, I keep them because I kind of want sea lanterns for the style of it, because there is a small animation and I find it quite cool. And oh, cocoa bean contest. I mean, here, a free ticket, why not? But yeah, unfortunately, even with those builds, I don't have enough farming and I don't have enough loot to, well, compete in a contest. So yeah, it's quite sad, but meh. And I have here, how many? I have 27 composts and I need 48? I think it's 48. Yeah, I need 48 for another slot. So yeah, I will unlock every slot, and I think when I will have like the slot, like the Giga Farm slot, I will just copy and paste it everywhere to have every farm as a, well, as a ginormous farm, you know? So yeah, it's quite cool, and I'm kind of giving up on mining for a bit because HOTM 7 then, like the mithril grind, not the mithril grind, the powder grind, it's so long and I just can't farm for the rift. I checked a bit, but I wasn't able to play much because I kept getting disconnected, and I can't connect to the rift because there is maintenance, because it's still a quote-unquote work in progress. So yeah, we'll see when we'll be able to go to the rift. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to, well, subscribe. Just subscribe, you know? Explode that subscribe button. And see you next week for what happened last week. Bye bye!